All right, what's up, everybody? It's the what's going on with my mic? Here we go. The Arty 84 show live here in Revere, Massachusetts. It's my headphones. There's the headphones. Technical difficulties. There we go. Yes, as long as I don't move the headphones, I'm good to go. As always, the Adam the Male to the right left of me.
Woo!
We're here in the
Gotta give it a little,
second show in the new studio.
gotta give it a little pump there. You know?
Dude, gotta pump it up.
Yeah, a little bit.
We were looking at a house the other day that had this fucking third floor. It was like an old farmhouse.
Oh wow.
The fucking thing would be the greatest studio ever. Permanent studio would be. We're gonna take a look at that. It's in Georgetown.
I was gonna ask what town it is, but I wasn't sure if I should.
Georgetown, but it's only like Google Map it from here. It's 30 minutes.
Okay.
95. It's like you go up to 95 past Danvers,
Yeah.
and you're there.
Okay.
So that would be a hell of a.
Yeah, I've heard of. That's one of those towns I've heard of and never knew really where it was.
Yeah, it's like on its way to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
You know, but yes, we're live here. It is the 17th, 17th or 16th, something like that, right?
16th, I think.
16th of September.
It's been a while.
Alex Wallace is watching. What's up, guys?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been exactly a month because we did the last show on the 17th of August when we did our draft.
That was a month ago.
Yes, it's been wild. We've been having a crazy fall so far. Well, the holidays doesn't fuck it. It fucks things up too. The Monday holidays and everything.
It does.
And then you
were in Tennessee for a while.
I was in Tennessee, and then last week we just got back. We were in Philadelphia. We planned this trip a year ago, which was going to be good because the Red Sox were playing, and I hope they were playing for something. They did sweep the Phillies, but I mean they are 9 games back of the wild card.
Yeah, but
13 to play.
it's not gonna happen.
Mathematically, it could still happen. They haven't X'd themselves out altogether yet, so
It's over.
there's still a possibility.
It was over a long time ago, buddy. It was.
Oh yeah, I mean I've already accepted the fact it's been gone, but
Which
it's
is
too bad.
annoying when your team your hitting is so good.
Oh yeah,
And
it's just your
it's all the
pitching
bullpen.
sucks. Your bullpen
It's
is
all the
fucking
bullpen.
royal shit. It really is.
And I love how the Red Sox picked the most perfect time to announce Dombrowski's departure right when they signed Antonio Brown.
Yeah, isn't that
Patriots.
fucking convenient?
A little interesting. No one's talking about that.
Yeah.
Everyone always is talking about how they fired him and then paraded David Ortiz out there. You know.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
But no one has said how, it's interesting how they did that when Antonio Brown was signed with the Patriots.
It's pretty funny how they conveniently do all their dirty business when they have to do their dirty business.
Oh yeah, because they don't want anybody talking about it.
Yeah.
So maybe we can hide this.
I think everyone knew Drabowski. What the fuck is his name?
Dombrowski.
Dombrowski was on his way. What the?
Oh yeah, everyone knew.
Jesus
It's just,
Christ,
it was weird though, the timing, only because usually that kind of shit happens in the off season.
Yeah.
But I think they were like, guys, this is it. This is our moment. We could do this now.
Yeah, we have to get rid of this fucking shit quick
This could be a good smoke screen for what we have to do, and there's no better time.
before anyone sees it. Yeah. So football season started. We're 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
Patriots look for fuck. They are only.
God.
They almost have 100 points, right?
They're
At
so
this
good
point,
they're boring.
it is kind of.
They're
Tom
that
Brady
good.
looked boring in the fourth quarter yesterday.
They're so good it's boring.
It's it's almost. At one point, I looked at out there, and there was Edelman, Gordon, and Brown out there as receivers with White in the backfield. And I thought to myself, I'm like, how is this even allowed? You know what I mean? It's like you have two top 10 receivers out there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to talk top 20, you got Edelman. I mean, White was the leading receiver last year.
Yeah.
So, fucking, how do you?
They're a team that didn't need Antonio Brown. Honestly, I really wish they didn't even sign him. I hate
Really?
The guy's a loser.
Well, he is a loser, but I think he's helpful into the fact
No,
that
he is.
I mean, you have a good player available. I mean, was it $10 million?
Yeah, it's like $10, $15 million.
If it helps make the quarterback happy,
For 1 year? Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I said, 1 year, fine.
1 year.
I lost my mind. I said it to somebody, like, he's a loser. Like, he makes like $15 million. I'm like, the
Yeah.
amount of money you make doesn't dictate how you are as
No,
a person, asshole.
Here's the thing. It's a 1 year deal. I mean,
Yeah.
it's technically a 2 year deal, but they're never gonna ever
No,
pay
no.
him the 2 years, right? Unless he's really good, and then they'll be like, "Hey, listen, you've behaved yourself." They do what they did with Randy Moss. We're gonna rework your contract and make it over the next 2 years. You know what I mean?
Did you see? I haven't read it. I've only heard the reports of all the stuff that's come out in Sports Illustrated of all the people he has screwed over. It came out today.
Oh, really?
Like from charity organizations.
Oh,
Like, he
he's-
hasn't paid for a damn thing. Like
Yeah.
he's one of those entitled people that roast people in and then backs out.
Well, another thing is,
Is it-
they said he's always late for stuff too, right? It's like that's the thing.
Ass.
But I was thinking about it today. I go, you know what? I go, here's the thing with football players and other stuff like this, right? I like comedians to make me laugh, right? I don't give a fuck what they think about anything, right?
There you go, yeah.
I like my actors to entertain me. I could give two shits what they think about life, and one way or another, they're not going to move me one way or another.
Yeah.
And my football players and athletes in general, I like them to win games and not suck and win Super Bowls and World Series. I'm not telling my kid he should be like that kid unless he wants to go and fuck different girls in different states, which if that's what he wants to do, I will have no problem with that, because if I was a single professional athlete, I would have sex in every state, have sex with a girl from every state. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm not going to tell my son he should be like that guy.
No.
Because that's a terrible role model.
No, it's a horrible role model.
Terrible. You want to be with a guy who just fucking goes to town to invest his entire life into a sport which may or may not be effective at any point in time? No.
Exactly. No.
So if that rationality, then he could be a fucking murderer. You know, if they let fucking Aaron Hernandez play, I'd probably not be upset if he could catch fucking 16 touchdowns in a season. Because at the end of the day, all I give a shit about is my investment, time and money into the New England Patriots football club. Yes. And all I want to do is see them win. Yeah. Because the difference between the Patriots and a team like the Jets, they win and the other team does not, right?
It's true. I do believe in though, because I mean, I'm a firm believer in innocent until proven guilty. I am.
Agree. Yes.
Granted, though, he has a lot of baggage. Like even there are some things that are suspect about this.
This one seems a little odd.
It does seem a little odd. And I hate to be one of those people that say like someone was accused of rape and I'm automatically against her.
No,
but there are some things that are weird about her accusations that don't add up.
Well, the first is I would say why is it going as civil and not criminal?
Exactly, but also in Antonio Brown's case, he had mediators. They were mediating this actually months ago.
Yeah,
and you usually don't get mediators unless you're willing to bargain and because you did it. You know what I mean? So
it could be that too. But I've also pleaded guilty to a crime that I did not do just to get it taken care of, or a discontinuance, you should say, just to make it so I didn't have to go to a trial. Because at that point, you just drag it on, and it's just a matter of paying. But I understand.
In the end, he said, "Screw it," and now he's not paying. But he has a history of not paying people. I was listening to this whole thing on the radio coming in. The guy's a complete ass. But,
so this girl must be a little pissy because so allegedly her side of the story is that she wanted like $1 million for some app or something like that, or some fucking thing.
The trainer? The new one. There's another one that just came out too.
Wait, another girl?
Something about I caught something on a feed in Google earlier. I'm like, what the hell is this one?
Wait, a whole another lady who's accusing him of something?
Yeah, some art chick. I didn't read too much about it. And
I didn't hear any allegation.
But it's weird. I heard 2 million something today, but originally I thought I heard 75,000. That's what confused me. I'm like, how come you only want that much if you're a gold digger? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Because I think maybe you're just trying to get a little bit. You're not going too crazy. Let's see. Anything come up?
Guess so.
Let's see. Antonio Brown.
Try to type like Antonio Brown. I don't know. Even just art. I don't know. It was something about like an art person. I don't know. This guy has like 6 pending things against him lawsuit wise. I'm pretty sure.
See, I only see the one reported $2 million. Reported a $2 million settlement offer and lawsuit accused will meet with. So I think this looks like the same one.
Oh, that's the one they had the mediator there, and then he turned it down. Let me see. I'll see if I can find it later.
Find something. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he looked fucking good. Did you watch that game yet?
He looked great, but the thing is, I'm not hearing anything about the team anymore. I'm just hearing about fucking him when I turn on the radio.
Yeah,
that's a little annoying. Like I want to hear about the damn team, and like,
well, you're not gonna get that from listening to
I'm gonna get that anyway.
Toucher Rich or fucking Felger and Maz, because all they talk about is how much
Felger and Maz are horrible.
They hate Boston teams. I don't listen to. I used to listen to the Hillman years ago when he was on AF.
Yeah.
So now I'm listening to him on EEI, and it's actually a way better product than the Touch and Rich show. Because it's a Boston show, right? Yeah. It's not some dickhead from fucking Detroit who's a Jets fan and some idiot who laughs at his own jokes from Atlanta.
Yeah. Although I do like their Brookline thing that they got going on.
So, yes.
And they have some things that I like about it, separate them from the rest.
Well, because they shouldn't be a sports show at that point. They should just do what they used to do and just be a fucking afternoon drive show. You know what I mean? Like they were when they were originally on, BCN. So the Hillman actually,
that's the new
accused Brown of approaching her butt ass. How do you like? So what's the circumstances? So how does he approach her naked? Like, so how
An artist says she was working in Antonio Brown's house, and the Patriots wide receiver approached her from behind while he was naked.
Okay.
I'm on my knees, quote, I'm on my knees painting the bottom, and he walks up to me butt-ass naked with a hand cloth covering his penis and starts having a conversation with me. After that, it all ended abruptly.
So why? Who cares? First of all, she's in his house, right? He had a hand cloth covering his genitalia. Come on, what guy?
I know it's a little weird, but like, there's nothing wrong. It's just weird.
No, it's weird. It's very weird. But what guy hasn't done that or thought about doing?
Oh
that?
yeah, constantly, every day. People.
I've answered my my hotel room. There you go. You have naked. I've answered my hotel door naked. If there's if a towel wrapped around my my waist.
Yeah.
Because you know why? When they step into that. Now you're in your private space, right?
Yeah, but it's funny. There's all these things.
I just think it's fucking hilarious.
So usually
like,
when there's smoke, there's fire. There's all these things. Then like
it's not too much smoke though. I mean, if all he was doing was walking around his house naked while she was painting,
just walking in like.
And of all people that should appreciate the nakedness is an artist, wouldn't you think?
You would think so.
Because artists want to get really into the body. They really want to express themselves in a way that's very close to nature.
He should have said, "Paint me."
Maybe, you know.
Maybe that would have helped.
It's funny that he did have. Must have been the smallest face cloth out of the probably too. Right? It was probably like a hand cloth for a child, right?
In my mind, that's right up there with Alex Rodriguez being painted as a minotaur. Remember that story? That's a
great
story.
picture. I wonder if that's over him and J-Lo's bed.
I've never seen it, and no one's even said it exists. I think it would be. I want to know if it does. I've always wanted.
I feel I've seen like a grainy picture of it. That someone snatched when they were over his house, like a buddy or something like that. You know?
Or the Derek Jeter gift basket story. That's a good one.
That was pretty accurate. I hear it. I mean, why not? What the fuck? What's wrong with that, right? That's nice. Like you arrange
bang him, and,
you bang him, you arrange
he
him.
Calls a cab for you, gives you a gift basket with a Bernie Williams blues CD in it.
And you get an autographed baseball, which is probably easy $150.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's what probably Derek Jeter hand. You know, he probably diluted the market with so many going around now. You know what I mean?
Probably.
So,
but, the value hasn't really held too well.
As the years went on, the value has gone down because of the amount of women. But he's a married man now. Yeah. He owns a professional baseball team.
Yeah.
And he's and he's not. Was he 45 years old? If that.
God, yeah, maybe.
I mean, Jesus Christ, he was younger than Poppy, and Poppy was born 75, right?
Around there, yeah. According to his birth certificate.
Yeah, according to his birth certificate, yeah.
But 2 weeks in the NFL gone, and
how's the fantasy team looking? What's your record going to be at the end of this week?
You know, it's funny. Everybody's going to be 1-1. I was looking to looks like almost everyone.
I think so, yeah.
Is going to be. That's great.
It is.
Awesome.
It's a fair league. So I'm in 5 different leagues, but have 7 different teams.
I have
3 teams in one.
Cut it
no,
down,
I have 3 teams in one league because 2 people folded, so I had to take over their teams.
So, how much money could you win because of the amount of money you put in?
I know. So I could end up losing money if I win in second place. Like second place could make me lose money. If I come in third place, I'll lose $60. If I come in second, I'll break even.
So I gotta ask you a question. You were all over the text. Like all of a sudden, you had to get rid of Gurley at one point. Did you get like some advance report on him about his conditions or something like that? Why did you want to drop him so abruptly?
I pay $25 a month for an app that statistically tells me what I should do for fantasy football.
And how's that been working out for you?
Phenomenal. I did the greatest trade was my trade I did yesterday with a kid who drafted 4 quarterbacks in the draft. He approached me with Juju Smith for an even trade for giving him Sammy Watkins, and I laughed and I thought it was fake, and then I accepted it. I go, too bad you put it up there. I'm going to accept it.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh man, that's a bad trade. I go no. Juju averages about 15 points a game.
Yeah.
Sammy Watkins averages about 3 to 5.
Well, that doesn't take a genius to figure out. This isn't app related.
No, this wasn't app. This was all just me looking at it.
Right.
And I go, he's the 3rd wide receiver. You're aware of that, right? And he's only getting playing time because 1 and 2, one is suspended for till game 4, and 2 is hurting.
I was talking about Todd Gurley.
But Todd Gurley, he's not going to do well. Todd Gurley gets injured every year. Todd Gurley sucks.
But you drafted. Oh, that's right. You wanted. I remember you like Joey. I don't know how much you might have had a few, and you're like, Joey, I'm drafting people. Everybody you dropped.
Yeah, no, I probably did have a few of me. I had a few of me in that draft. I mean, we got that's the only consistent. That league is my favorite fantasy football league.
Which one?
The one we're all in.
Yeah. But then you traded Juju to
I did.
You did?
He gave me. I forget what he got me, but it wasn't bad.
you got a quarterback. Yeah. No, it was a decent trade. No, you got David Johnson.
And then I traded that to Joey.
Yeah.
Joey
and
P.
Gave him Juju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I traded Gurley to Joey P.
Who'd you give him?
Yeah, last week I traded that off. He gave me Edelman and a few other pieces of his puzzle. The way I look at it is, I'd rather have 3 2-level running backs that are consistent.
Yes.
Than having one guy that you're putting all your eggs in the bucket and having 2 shitty guys.
Who did you get from Podesky? I didn't see any.
Yeah, we traded. It was Juju, and he gave me a wide receiver and running back. I forget who it was. I have to look at it.
No, Juju ended up going.
I mean, no, I gave him Gurley, and he gave me
Joey.
Yeah, he gave me a wide receiver and a.
Oh yeah. And T.Y. Hilton in there somewhere.
Yes, it was T.Y. Hilton and a running back of some sort.
Yeah, no, it was equal.
It was a good
trade.
According to the Asians that run the app that I have, I was pushed up 3 points on the ranking scales with that trade, and Joey actually lost 6 points on there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't. I go by my what's going on. I don't. The app.
Well, the app breaks it down for you.
Which app is it?
It's called.
I know about 4.
It's called Fantasy Pros.
Oh, I know that one. Okay, yeah,
it's not bad.
No, I haven't used it yet. I've heard of it though.
It's costing me $6 a month, but it's not too bad because you could use it for all 4 major sports.
And if it wins you something, hey.
And I'm in a baseball league that I really need help in baseball, and it also has the autopilot feature, which will automatically set your lineups every day to the best possible. I think it goes mostly by projections.
Yeah.
So that kind of just basically, in case you forget, for baseball, it's very valuable because you can check your lineup every day.
I can see that for baseball.
For football, so I'm doing a test run for football. It's a month to month, so I'm gonna see how I like it.
Yeah, football might be different because, like I said, for example, like this week, like my bench outperformed my starters.
What
you know what I mean?
What happens? It's fantasy football. Suz had Drew Brees going. Right, in Kamara, and she was projected to blow me out of the water. She beat me only.
This is last season. Yeah.
No, this is this season. We're in a different league.
No, we're in a different league. Yeah.
So we're in a Yahoo league. It's called the Couples League. It's my sister, my brother-in-law, and a bunch of their friends.
Yeah.
She beat me by 2.5 points because Breeze got a negative 0.5.
Yeah.
And she had Freeman going last night, and he was projected to go 13. He only got 7. I mean, she barely beat me. So. In that league too, there's very few leagues I'm in that everyone has already shot away at 2-0 because it's the way it is. It's like, I don't know. It's very evenly.
Yeah.
2 leagues I'm dominating. I'm there in my lifetime league. I'm in a lifetime league. It was $50, and you keep those players for your entire life.
Oh wow!
And every year you have.
You told me about.
You have a 3-round rookie draft.
Yeah.
But you can trade draft picks. You can do a lot of things. And it's $1 a trade, and it all goes into a pool and stuff. Look at this red rocket.
It's not even in the mouth.
No,
man.
it's like on a
neck. Not even,
that is an impressive.
He's up in the air now.
Now he's up in the air. That is an impressive red rocket, and the fact that it's just grazing against her rib cage is such a.
He's doing it again. He's like humping the air.
So he's humping the air. Yeah, look, he's humping. He was like pelvic thrust in the air. And then he had quite the impressive red rocket going, rubbing against Nola's ribs, and she just looked in disgust. Me and Sue said we wish we didn't neuter them so they could reproduce and make babies. But the fact of the matter is, there was no way in hell Tommy would figure out how to make babies.
Where are you gonna put them?
No, like if we got a house, say we had a house and stuff. When we got space and stuff, it would be impossible for Tommy to figure out how to reproduce because he's not a very intelligent animal. In fact, that Nola's the quite opposite. She's so intelligent that she can't be trained. She got kicked out of her training classes last week when we took her there. And they actually gave us a refund.
Wow.
So she is incapable of being trained because I feel her intelligence level is higher than most dogs.
Well,
whereas Tommy is just
that's
stupid.
Sweet of them to refund you. That was actually cool.
Yeah, they said she is incapable of learning. She has the attention span of a spider monkey,
like a fruit fly.
Yeah, she's
nothing there. She's gonna do what she wants.
But she's the type. But she listens to me. Like she'll paw. She'll like.
Yeah,
she's a very intelligent dog.
Yeah.
Whereas Tommy, on the other hand,
Tommy's a little dumb.
He's doing the foreplay, which is great and everything.
He's buttering her up. He's working it.
Her tongue's hanging out. She's getting all excited.
This is good. He just doesn't know how to transcend into the next. You know.
You get it. So,
he starts going too aggressive. He's like Eric.
He is. We should have named him Eric, the dog. God.
Eric the dog.
I'm surprised he's not here tonight.
I know, right?
Then you could have confronted him about his assholeness lately.
I already confronted him via text.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to a trip this year. You're not coming, right? You're not gonna make it,
man.
DC in 3 weeks.
Finally got my
2.5
my
weeks.
balance to zero on my credit card. I
Good.
paid off all my partying in my 20s at 36.
Well, it happens. I mean, I'm doing the same thing myself. I mean, it is what it is. But at least it was worth it, right? You enjoyed yourself. You went to Australia, didn't you?
I did. I went to
Africa.
Australia, Africa. I did a lot in
Iceland.
my 20s.
Yeah.
It only took 6 years into my
Yes.
30s to pay it all off.
Fuck it. I came to the shocking reality about 26 that I'm going to be in debt the entire life, no matter what.
Yeah.
Whether it's for a house, whether it's for student loans, whether it's for spending time, buying 100 tacos one night on a taco credit card, which I did once in college. So I mean, anything is possible.
Seeing credit card balance zero feels pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
I will say. But now I just got to keep some stuff up, and
Yeah.
it'll be good.
Well, then we'll just have to save up for the next thing next year to your left. We'll cash that in next Thursday. That will be the money towards our hotel for DC.
Nice.
And I'm thinking at least a couple $100 in there. So that should be good.
I see quite a few quarters. It's
Yeah.
definitely. I see a few pennies, but nothing crazy.
Yeah,
It's
so that's
mostly.
we did that for Nashville, and we did that for when we went to New Orleans. We didn't have to because New Orleans we had the hotel already set up for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every year it takes me about a year to get to about that change, and then we cashed it in, and Joey contributed to that when he was here. So he that was supposed to be our Japan fund,
Yeah, I know.
but with a child,
Yeah.
was that the Japan lunch money?
Yeah.
Yes, one meal in Japan, but with the child in the premise.
Child's gonna
We're
put a
6
big,
months away.
Now you're 3, dude.
Well, I mean, 3 months away. We're
You're
6 months in,
3
yes.
months.
So
I was saying earlier. I was thinking of that. I was like, oh my god, I got 3 more months.
3 more months.
Oh my god, it's gonna fly by.
We figure around exactly 3 months from yesterday was the due date. So,
Oh my god.
but the baby's growing at an exponential rate. He's about a week ahead in size, 2 weeks
man.
ahead in size. So
You got the crib set. You gotta get a bunch of shit set up. Oh my god.
we get the space.
I'm getting
laid out.
anxiety.
No, so there's really nothing we could do because we get the baby shower, which keep your calendar open. It's a bisexual baby showers,
Fuck you for involving me. I'm just kidding.
which I said the other day. I said
I'm just kidding.
I was
I'm
over.
kidding.
I was over at Joey P's house yesterday, and I go keep this date open because it's a bisexual baby shower, which is not the correct terminology
No, it's
whatsoever
not.
for a baby
Unisex
shower. It's a
would be
unisex
better.
baby
Yes,
shower,
that would
or
be-
a Jack and Jill would be the proper name for it. Or or co-ed, which is the word I was searching
There
for.
you
But bisexual came out to me.
Yes.
And the look and the laughter I got was quite canny. It was interesting. Like, oh, by the way,
Yeah.
bring Kris Jenner with you because what's her name now? What's the guy's name? Joanna Jenner? What's the one the Kardashian
Bruce
father?
Jenner?
Bruce Jenner turned to what?
Now Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. That's what I'm talking about.
I shouldn't have
Would
been
that be
quick with it.
bisexual? Because she's now a girl but likes dudes still. I mean, likes girls, right? What? She's a girl. That
I don't
likes
even
girls.
know anymore.
Yeah, I don't think he's gay.
I don't think he's actually thrown that out there.
Yeah.
She's a girl that likes boys.
No.
I still call it it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, he's not into dudes. He's into
know.
chicks.
Is he really?
Or it's into chicks.
It's into chicks.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I mean, in that case, why
don't know.
change? Maybe she's because you're not getting. We
mean-
get like lesbian chicks. You looking for?
I'm
Maybe?
confused. Not sexually, but
No.
I'm confused with this logic.
Blows my mind.
You know what's funny? Going back to Podesky for a second. I
Podesky.
Joey P.
Joey Podesky.
Joey Podesky.
All I think is the.
I know, right? The window
convenience
voices.
store. No, the convenience store.
Oh,
Podesky.
Well, that makes me think of the. It's kind of off. Sandusky. I know you can't.
Sandusky, yes. Yeah.
Sandusky. Yeah. Okay, I get you.
I get you.
The Penn State guy.
Oh, Sandusky.
Yeah.
Ah, Sandusky.
I had a revelation the other day because here's the thing: there's something about him that has always pissed me off, and I couldn't pinpoint it until the other day.
What was it?
Right? No, and it's not even his fault.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. His smirk looks exactly like this kid in high school that used to give me a hard time. So, and I could never pinpoint it until yesterday. I was looking through like a middle school yearbook, and he used this asshole used to smack my books out of my hand. He was a complete ass, right? And he had this smirk, and he has the same exact one. So every time I look at him,
He looks like that guy.
I just want to deck him, and it's not his fault because he's a good guy. I've never had a problem with him. He's a good guy, but like I just see that dude.
I think it's pretty funny.
Right.
He looks like a guy that looks like a guy.
He looks like a
Actually,
guy
when
that
I
just wanna
first met him
fucking-
years ago, and we're talking like 20 years ago, I met him first day of Pop Warner football, and I thought he was a pompous ass.
Yeah, he just has that smirk to him.
He had a smirk. He was saying something to me. I thought he was being a sarcastic asshole, but he was just really being genuine. And I felt like an asshole afterwards.
No, it's not against. He's not a bad guy. It's just it
happens.
It's just like an internal thing because he just reminds me of somebody else.
Can't judge a book by the cover.
No, you can't.
No.
Oh yeah, it is his MO.
Of course, because he presented himself as an authority figure. I can marry you because
yeah.
women are attracted to that.
That's right. And I can marry you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know, and they like the rebels, like the douchey kind of people usually.
They don't like the Eric Powers of the world, though.
They like to. Some of them like to sleep with people like that, but they don't want to marry them. They like to, I'm gonna bang you a couple times. I'm gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't want to be.
No, they do have some leverage with certain things, but they're not like.
No, I mean, fuck. What are we watching here? Is this Tim Tracker? Of course,
it is. Eating.
He's a fucking asshole.
He is an asshole.
Do you know? So
makes me hungry.
I didn't cover this, and I probably should. When me and Sue were in Tennessee Labor Day weekend, guess who fucking was there the same exact weekend?
Tim Tracker.
No, but the other ones, the fucking carpetbagger, the guy with the buck teeth, the fat one with the weird beard, and Adam DeWoo.
You're blowing my mind right now. All these people.
So we were in Pigeon Forge over at Dollywood. So Gatlinburg is like the next town over, like up the hill. They were there, and we didn't find out until we got back, and we were watching the videos, and it was the same fucking day we were there. What are you looking at?
Why? I'm sorry to interrupt your story. Why are there thumbtacks in your ceiling?
Those are left over from New Year's when we had the decoration. Oh, the Patriots Super Bowl when we had decorations hanging up. So that would have been.
What did I notice?
So our Super Bowl, we didn't have a Super Bowl party last year because we were at the Super Bowl. It would have been 2 years ago.
I'm really just noticing those now.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Well, you don't notice the Happy New Year that's been out for 2.5 years?
That I have noticed, but it's been addressed before.
Yeah.
But I never noticed those two.
We have not taken Cheers to a New Year down since New Year's Eve 2018.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sorry. Carpetbagger people there.
Yeah, no, they were just there.
Gotcha.
I wish I sent them a message. I was like, hey, we should hang out. He was at Kowloon's. I told you that, right?
Yes, you told me that. Yeah.
So, the fuck. These are the people I want to hang out with, I want to...
pick their brain. Yeah, that's cool.
I bet they're into naked cooking, though. I bet you can probably convince them for that.
Ugh.
Those are the type of guys,
Ugh,
Jesus. Probably. We went to Philly yesterday, or last weekend, rather, for the day. Philly, you been to Philly before?
I have not been to Philly.
Philly's
actually.
not
I've passed through. I've been to Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
Not a bad town. It's a Boston. It's like
Gettysburg.
Boston. Gettysburg. Ooh, I want to go. That's on my bucket list to stop at Gettysburg.
I vaguely remember it.
Philly's not bad. Philly would be definitely worth a trip for us to go for a road trip for a football game because here's the thing. They get a bad rep. And I think a lot of teams and cities get a bad rep because you have a few bad eggs, a few assholes that kind of. I mean, the Philly fans were pretty. They were cordial. It wasn't like we're a competitive, if you will. There were a lot of fucking Red Sox fans there.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people were like Sue and I planned our weekend months ago because it was a quick trip. It's a 5-hour drive. You're down there. If relatively inexpensive. The beers are cheap at the stadium. It's one of the cheapest beers to buy at the stadium. The city's the size of Boston. There's minimal stuff to do. There's a lot of drinking and eating. So if you like those two things and you like sports, Philly's your type of town.
Who would hate those?
Sue can't. She can eat, but she cannot drink. So we went to this club. It wasn't really a club. So all right. So where the stadiums are in South Philly, there's the baseball stadium, football stadium, basketball and hockey arena, and then there's like a concert venue over there. So all these things at the very end of like I don't know, 5 miles from downtown. The very picture South Boston if it didn't have any buildings and it was just stadiums there, which originally was supposed to be the plan for South Boston. So we get down there, and so there's no bars, there's really no restaurants, but Comcast has this thing called Xfinity Live, which is a building with like 7 different restaurants and bars inside of it. Ooh. So it has you, but once you get in, you can move around, you can bring your drinks around. It's kind of a place where you can pregame before the baseball, football, hockey, games, and go afterwards and hang out. It's a spot to go. It's the only thing to do there. Yeah. So we walk into this place that had an outdoor bar. So we just wanted to sit outside, have a beer, wait till the crowd die down a little bit. So they're giving out headphones when you walk in. Like the headphones that I have on right now.
Oh,
with
cool.
Like colors with like 3 different colors that glow.
That's pretty cool.
Well, the cool part is there was no DJ. The music was in the headphones. So when you walked into the club, it was silent. I posted a video on Instagram. All you could hear is people walking around, and like the.
I saw that on a TV show a long time ago. That's funny they used that.
We didn't have headphones on.
But to you, people just dancing in silence.
Dancing in silence and clapping and making noise, and you can hear the noises, right? And you just hear the bartender making drinks, and you hear like ambient noise, but you don't hear music. and each headphone had 3 different music tracks. Because if you were glowing green, blue, or red, depending on what music you were listening to.
That's awesome.
So people were dancing with each other, listening to different music. And you could hear people singing along, and they were clapping and stuff, and it was like...
That's really cool.
So try to be in the people with no headphones. So her and I were sitting at the bathroom, and we're just watching,
funny.
and you just hear, yeah, okay. And people, but there's no music.
That's so weird. It's like you're in the Matrix and just seeing shit like unfold in
Which
front
is
of you.
an incredible idea because, like Joey P mentioned yesterday, if you want to have a conversation with someone, you just take the headphones off and you talk to them like you and I are talking right now, and you put the headphones back on, you dance, and say you meet a girl, which song you listen to, boom, boom, you dance at the same time. So people were wearing these outside. Outside had a real DJ, so there was real music playing in the background, but people still had the headphones on outside, and you could hear the music they were listening to inside. It was. I wish I should have put. I wish I just got a set of headphones just to put them on, just to see what the experience was. To me, that would make me feel very claustrophobic. Almost to the point where I don't like having headphones on in a space that I need the awareness of. So, for example, if I'm in a public space, like I wouldn't want to wear headphones because I want to be able to hear if someone came in and shot with a gun.
What happens to the headphones at the end of the night?
This girl was doing a subpar job of cleaning them with disinfectant as people were dropping them into the bucket.
All right, there it is.
She had
I don't know how I feel about that.
So she had another reason her and I did not want to go into the whole headphone. It wasn't like it was a UV like thing. Remember, like in school when you're in college and in high school, they would stick your goggles into this machine and they would clean UV wise, and then they'd scream with an alcohol scrub. She had Clorox wipes, and she was a part-time door attendant doing what a part-time door attendant's level of job would be at that point. And I walked by her as we were leaving, and she was doing a very subpar, mediocre job of disinfecting these things.
I'm assuming she's been drinking on the job too because she works.
I mean,
there.
she's
probably like
although she looked
half-assed
like she was like the 17-year-old job like you get when you first start working at a bar. You know what I mean? You're like so perhaps that doesn't mean she's not drunk.
True.
And it's going to be a really dud job because you can't even hear the music.
Yeah.
Because you're giving these things out, and it's like kind of boring.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going with my own wipes.
Yes.
And my own things to clean it.
No,
do a little
idea.
thorough clean it myself before I put the headphones on.
So I would totally suggest it. I would say if you're going to something like that, bring some alcohol and just wipe them down. Why not? Wipe them down yourself. No hurt, no harm.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We should. So these things pop up occasionally all around different major cities, and I think it would be worth our while one night when it pops up in Boston to check this out.
Yeah.
I think it would be pretty cool just to go for like a half hour or hour just to check it out.
No, that would be cool. It's a great idea.
What are you doing next Saturday? Next Saturday is the Boston Pizza Crawl.
Ooh.
And what does it go to like... No, not this coming Saturday. A week
I was
going
to say, do you mean like...
Yeah, no, like a week from Saturday coming up.
Oh,
28th is the Boston Pizza Crawl. It goes to like 10 bars in Boston. And I think it's like $20 for a ticket. And I believe it's a bunch of pizza and beers you can drink.
Well, now I'm going.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm going.
So...
yeah, I'm gathering people and going. That's
awesome.
awesome.
We'll get you... So her and I are planning on going.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
So we're going to get... Well, I can get the tickets, and we can just figure out what we're gonna do. I mean, it
sounds like a great.
I'm assuming that because I was looking at the list of bars, and some of them like where the Wild Rover and like Hong Kong is on the list of these bars.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're not making the pizza. I'm assuming they maybe other people are sponsoring the pizza for these said bars. But it allows you to get in access to these bars. And I think it starts like at 1 on a Saturday, and it goes to like 8 or 9. And you just bounce around. You have to download the app. The app will tell you when it's time to go. So you get a little alert on your phone that says, "All right, it's time to go," and you just fucking go and eat pizza. It starts at like at the Greatest Bar or the Hop somewhere down there, and it's kind of like the pub crawl we did.
Yeah,
same route,
but it's pizza.
But you're eating pizza, so you get sample slices of pizza along the way. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's a great idea. Yeah, Sue's gonna have she's gonna have heartburn by about 7 o'clock that night and be holding herself. She does. They don't. There's a disclaimer: no pregnant ladies are allowed because you'll eat them out of house and home. You know. You'd think going out to dinner with a pregnant lady would be cheaper.
No, definitely not.
Because you'd be saving on alcohol.
That's true.
But it's a wash at this point.
That makes up for it.
You know, it just washes. It's just wash.
I get bigger meals.
She gets bigger meals, and she gets more meals a day.
Suz, what are your cravings now? Last time I asked you, you just said pickles during the draft. But now it seems like things are evolving.
I don't really have any cravings.
You were craving candy the other day when we were driving. You wanted candy. Oh, no, we're at the baseball game. You wanted candy.
Yeah. If something's mentioned and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good, then I've got to have it.
Yeah, like pickles. You said pickles.
Actually, I
Sweet potatoes is a very odd one.
What are you eating?
Tommy has been, he was a bad boy today.
We do.
He was just being a brat. Like he usually is when people come over. He gets very excited.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
That's not bad. That's just being happy.
I guess so. He's a happy dog. There's one thing that dog is happy.
He is. Just
No
give him
doubt
some
about
food
that.
and he's thrilled.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he loves going to the doggy hotel. He loves loves the other dogs. He loves people. He loves food.
People, food, doggy
He
hotel.
loves sleeping. This guy,
Sleep?
he loves the dog park and his little toys. That's all he loves.
That's a life.
It is. It's very simplistic. You
What's
know?
wrong with that?
Nothing at all.
I mean, it's no drama.
No.
That's how I
So
feel.
I am looking at our video, and now that it's dark outside, I think we got to adjust the lights next week. I think we got to bring that.
Oh, I see.
See, it's a little dark over you.
Yeah.
What I'd ideally like to do is hang lights right above here
Mm.
in like a so they're permanently installed essentially.
Yeah.
I have to just hit the switch, which I did have some infrastructure at my parents' house from my old days, my DJ light stands I used to have. I used to have like a beam rack,
Yeah.
which I may be able to incorporate into those lights.
Is it worth it at this point? I mean, you guys are going to be out of here probably.
Well, no, it'd be a couple screws in the ceiling, but
Oh, yeah.
you know, it wouldn't be anything too major construction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe just this.
It can be movable.
Yeah.
Wherever we.
Yeah. It's nothing too crazy, but be incorporating those light stands that are there. I just don't think the lights. I thought maybe I would be stealing some light with the camera being right there, but I do like that new camera setup though, because that thing does have a nice versatile way of like aiming and stuff like that.
No, and that is very good.
It's out of the way. You don't even know it's there. It just kind of just hangs there.
Just
It's pretty
hanging.
cool. And this whole new setup over here is fucking ideal.
No, it's been.
You should have seen me Sunday during fantasy football. I get all those teams up on the board. And I got my iPad, I got 2 iPads, my laptop, and the 4 screens behind me.
I'm actually surprised you took the fantasy football thing down over there. I remember the board when I was
So-
usually have it up for
We usually keep it there.
Yeah.
And I just never hung it up there. But what I'd like to do is another thing I'm working on for this show is I'm going to get a green screen for behind you on like a curtain, like a shade. So it goes up and down.
I do think we should test that.
And I think because if you're looking at the screen right now, where you are, we could benefit as a green screen.
No,
behind
you're
it.
right.
We could make it look
agree.
like Boston or downtown. Like
I think we should do like a mock fake radio show just to see how it looks and like the lighting, because it's obviously at first it's gonna look a little off because it's the first time.
Yeah.
But we should do like a mock fake one just to work out the kinks of the
Yeah.
lighting and where
You know,
the shadows are casting.
It would almost frame perfectly with the window because
would.
it is a window. So
No,
you
it
can
really
make it
would.
look like anything you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could be like in Taiwan if we wanted to. You know what I mean? We could be on the indoor moon if we really wanted
Awesome.
to.
Could be on the moon of Endor.
The
with a
moon
bunch
of
of Ewoks
Endor.
too.
Ewoks. We could hire Ewoks. if
Dude,
you
let's
wanted
get
to,
some
you know?
midgets. Yeah, in group text the football thing. Like I think it was your cousin texted about midget. Some Bridget.
Yes,
the midget.
Bridget the Midget.
I was like, I almost jumped on that. Was like, oh my god, midgets! But I don't like them in a sexual way. I just want to be friends with one.
I would love to. What did you say? The 24th and 25th. If you're in the Boston area on the 24th, 25th, Kittens in Salisbury, where I used to strip when I was a sophomore and junior
Kittens?
in high
Kittens?
school.
This is a place called Kittens.
Yes, the last Sunday of every month was male amateur night.
Oh, okay, this is only one male night a month. All
Yes,
right.
I used to strip there freshman year and sophomore year when I was at the UMass Lowell.
Oh, nice.
And you get a lot of middle-aged women and gay guys. So if you're,
Is this right as you were almost in like the middle the minor league baseball system too?
this was when I was
Right.
making my way through single A at this
Ah.
point. Yes,
Gotcha.
on the off season because single A players only make about 20 grand a year. So.
Nice.
But Bridget the Midget's going to be there. If the 23rd or 24th rolls around and I don't have anything going on,
Why not?
I might be piling up in the old Jeep and driving up to
I
Kittens on
have
Salisbury Beach.
always it is on my bucket list. I've always wanted to hang out and get drunk with a midget. Nothing sexual because
Yes.
I think they're creepy. Sexually, I think they're fucking creepy as hell. No, I do not want to have sex with one.
I watched
Their hands are small like children.
I watched a midget get drunk. Me and Eric were working the bar one
That's
night.
awesome.
And a professional midget wrestler came in.
That's awesome.
And he was about 3 feet tall, and he could barely get up on the bar stool, and he drank Jack Daniels like a trooper, and not affected him at all.
I'm jealous.
One after another, sitting there, have a conversation, drinking beer, taking shots, and then all of a sudden, after like 3 hours, it hit him. And
You told me he fell asleep
he
like on a
fell
bench or
he
something?
fell off the bar stool and was laying on the ground and was just dead. And we're like, oh my god, did we kill him?
Oh man, they're
And
adorable.
we woke him up and he staggered into a booth and he just crawled up in the booth and the manager was like, well, let's let him sober up at 12:30. We'll wake him up. If he doesn't go, we'll call the cops. So we go, all right. So he's laying there and it's like 12:30. So I go around and I have the broomstick and I'm like poking him. I'm like, hey buddy,
Oh man, that's
Hey,
awesome.
buddy.
I'm jealous.
I go, buddy. I go, you gotta go. I go, if you don't leave, my band's just making me call the cops on you. And he looks at me and he goes, ugh. And he gets up and staggers out. And he was staying at the roadway, which was like a half mile down the road. And then he left and I go, oh, all right, he's gone. And then all I could smell was like feces and urine.
Okay, that's not a happy midget though. That's somebody. That's a midget that I would expect to be drowning themselves in sorrow because they're a midget.
Well,
that's what I expect.
And his job is being professionally tossed around like he's a midget wrestler. So,
but I've always wanted to like hang out and be friends with a midget. So, just disclaimer: if you're ever in a situation where you're out and you see like a midget happy who's like willing to hang out with people, I will drop anything I'm doing to
go hang out with the midget. We could
go hang out with the midget.
I'm thinking like
midgets are cool.
No, midgets are fine. I don't have nothing against them. There's two different types though. There's the ones that are dwarfs, and there's ones with like regular human features with just big heads.
That's rare.
And
no, that's pretty common.
But then the other one is like the fat hands.
Yeah, like they have the Downsies or something too going on.
A little, I don't know, yeah, but they're not Downsies. They have like a weird look to their face.
They do. They have the prolonged forehead.
My biggest
question. Is that
question.
the one you're talking about?
Yeah, my biggest question is the genitalia. What is that like?
You see, I don't actually think about that, but like now that I'm thinking that's actually probably normal proportioned.
I would think they would have to, right?
Yeah, because their arms and legs are normal proportioned. It's just their body is smaller.
The torso is a little tiny.
I'm thinking their gibbles
because they can give birth to like real size like kids.
Yeah, they do. Most of them do.
Yeah, so it's not like Little People Big World. I think like 4 of the 5 kids were regular size.
Yeah, they were.
There was only one little teeny kid.
And I know in their world, like they look down on like the taller people. Like if you're a midget in a relationship with a normal sized person, you're like shunned from the midget community.
I don't know if I could like be in a relationship.
I couldn't either.
I've dated short girls before, but like
there's a face. They all have the same kind of face.
Yeah, not like under 5 feet. Like that's just crazy.
My ex from high school who was Asian, she was 4'11", technically a midget. 4'11",
yeah, my grandmother was 4'11". She was a legal midget.
And I always yelled at her because I'm like, why didn't you petition for a handicap plate? Because technically you're a midget.
You lazy ass just wanted to walk closer when you parked at the Showcase
exactly.
Cinema.
That's exactly what it is.
On a Friday night at Showcase, you don't want to walk all the way from the back of the parking lot.
Oh, you know what's messed up? So you know how there's like that Lexington, it's in Lexington, the landing with all those stores. You know what I'm talking about? Where there's
Lexington landed.
No, Linfield. Sorry, Linfield.
Oh, Linfield. Yeah,
where it has like
yeah, what's that called? What's that called? So you shop a lot.
Linfield.
What's that called? The shops.
Market Street. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, you got your what the hell's the name of the bowling place?
Oh yeah, Lucky Strikes or
Lucky Strike.
whatever the fucking name of it.
Yeah. You got like a
Pins,
Yard House.
Yeah.
Kings. Yeah. Yard House. But they're putting in like this whole thing, kind of like that, but it's not going to be called that. Like it's going to be called like Woburn or whatever. And it's
where at the Woburn Mall was.
Yeah, they knocked that down. The Market Basket's staying. Everything else is gone. They're going to create like this outdoor thing with all these retails with like apartments above that and a 12-screen multiplex above the parking garage.
So they closing down the Showcase that's across the street?
That's what, and near me, I have no idea. That's the thing. I don't know the chain that there is, and it makes no sense to me because you have the Woburn Cinema, which, by the way, that parking lot has never been full, ever. But it's massive. They have carnivals there every year.
I'm thinking if it's Showcase that's building that, wouldn't it be more valuable to build it where the movie theater was because it's more land there?
Yeah.
Because the Woburn Mall doesn't really have much land.
I don't know. I have no idea. I've seen the drawings of it. I can pull it up on the phone. It looks interesting, but at the same time, there's an AMC in Burlington. There's a National Amusement in Woburn.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the hell. Why? Like what this is all about.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I forgot about the AMC in the Burlington Mall.
Yeah,
right above the hill,
it's right across from
the street.
Mall. Yeah, I want to know what the hell the plan is here. I'm just kind of curious, but it's been.
And you got the North Red, and you got the IMAX theater for Jordans.
Yeah, and Jordans. Yeah,
that's another like 2 exits
and like
down.
the Wakefield Reading line. Yeah. So I'm like, why are they putting 12 screens there?
It's interesting.
Yeah,
someone maybe was just going ballsy and not really. I don't know. It seems a little. No one goes to movie theaters anymore, really.
No.
I mean, I'll go to a movie theater to see like a Star Wars or a movie I really, really, really want to see in the theaters because of the
sound something that really emphasizes sound and action.
I'm not going to go see a comedy at the movie theaters. I'm going to go, I guess it's cool when you have kids. You can go take them to see a cartoon or something like that. It's an experience for them. Yeah. But I'm not going to go see like a Jim Carrey movie there. I'll just wait, 4 months or not even now these days. It's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Goes on demand and watch it from my house.
Yeah.
But like something like a Star Wars. Or like one of those like movies where you're in the movie, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't got to that point yet in home theater where we can emulate that quite.
No, it's gotten better, but yeah, you
close.
Hey, have you been to Chunky's?
Oh, I love Chunkies.
Chunkies was cool.
It just, me and her, once it gets to the wintertime, I'm planning on taking her to Chunkies. She's never been to Chunkies.
Oh, nice, yeah.
It's literally sitting in the old Cadillac reclining leather chairs and
table.
stuff.
I usually get the Kevin Bacon burger.
Oh, it's a good burger,
And
yeah.
a bucket of beer for myself. Right, because it's cheap.
Yeah, you get cheap beer. You sit up there, and it's like they're first release movies. Yeah. You're sitting in a Cadillac convertible chair, and the food quality's decent. I mean, it's like Applebee's or TGI Fridays, and it's cool. We the first time I went to one was actually in Maine. They had them up in Windham, Maine, and then we used to go up every summer, and it'd be something to do if it's raining outside and you can't go to the lake. You go to Chunkies. And then we used to go to the one in Haverhill all the time. Is that the one you used to go?
Yeah, right I've been to two of them. There's one in New Hampshire and one in
there's one in some city in New Hampshire. I've been to that one as well.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
It's fun when you're with friends and can fill a table.
Yeah.
But it's still okay if there's people you don't know that are in your table too when that happens. But like, it is cool when you have a group.
Stuff.
Yeah.
We're that's on the list too. Have you ever been to a real drive-in as an adult?
That's on my list.
So there's one right over the border in New Hampshire. There's a couple in Maine too. It's a double feature. It's like $5 a person. You get to see 2 movies.
That's awesome.
And the music goes through your car radio.
New release or like?
Oh yeah, new release. New release. There was one in Sebago Lake I used to go to every year too. We used to go to that one as well with the Chunkies. Mm. And you go in there, and if you have an SUV, it's the balls because you pull in backwards, so your tailgate's facing the screen, and you just sit in the back of the car. And they have rope that ties down the tailgate door for you, so it doesn't go past higher than the car, so you don't disrupt anyone behind you.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? And the Jeep Wrangler was the best. I used to park up facing it, and then you'd sit on the hood of the Jeep, and you put a few pillows against where the windshield is. Yeah. And now you're already 3 feet higher. You get a nice cushion. You can lay out, stretch your legs out there, watch the movie.
That's really cool.
You bring a cooler, some beers. You pop some beers. You grab some popcorn. You bring sandwiches in, stuff. You bring your own food in.
I wish there was more. I understand why they're becoming extinct, though, because, like, the amount of land. If someone comes along, I'm going to give you $2 million.
And it's just, it's for 5 months of the year, 4 months of the year up here.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it is, like I was telling her, I'm like, every time I leave the drive-in, it's, like, late. Because it's 2 movies. It starts when it gets dark out, and it doesn't get dark till like 7:30.
I would love that because I'm a nerd.
Well, yeah,
nerd.
But so you're rolling out of there around midnight. So we were telling we have to take a fucking nap. Like if we were planning on going to the drive-in at 7:00, we have to plan on waking up, taking a nap through the better part of the afternoon, and then going. So we're not falling asleep driving home.
Do you get like your own speaker or
no,
is it like AM radio? You tune in.
It's through the FM radio of your car.
Yeah.
You tune in. It says tune into FM station like 91.5. You tune into, so if you have a really good sound system in your car, which my old Jeep had a subwoofer and all that fucking shit, you would feel the bass. It was like,
I would love the test, like once you leave, like say you had to leave early,
so you can
how
go
long it lasts.
About a mile.
Mile, yeah.
Because there's a house, the one we went to in Sebago Lake, there was a house that was like, you could see the guy's house from the movie theater, and if he was sitting in that room, probably looking out the window, he could probably watch the movie and then get the sound.
Yeah.
So funny story, when they used to have the movie theater in Revere, they used to have 2 of them.
They still do.
No, the drive-in theater.
Oh, drive-in, yeah.
My dad used to be in charge of fixing the speakers because every Friday and Saturday night, someone would drive off of the speaker attached to the car, and the wire would just fucking split.
That's
so
awesome.
When he was in high school, his first job was he would go around in the morning and just splice the wires back together, tape them up, and put them back up so they're ready for the night. But he used to say the best part about the job is people would get hammered and bring like a bunch of beer and just leave it. So he would just go around with a wagon and collect all the beer as he's fixing these things, and then him and his buddies would have, a weekend worth of beer.
That's pretty awesome.
And then he used to do that one, and there used to be one in Beachmont, where Beachmont School is over near the East Boston in Revere. Mm. They were owned by the same guy, but the guy was a cheapskate, so he only bought 2 reels of the movie, but he had double features. So he would do is that Revere would have movie A first, and then Beachmont would have B. And then at the intermission, my father would have to drive the rails over to Beachmont, pick up that rail, drive it back to Revere, and get it going.
Oh, that's cool.
So that would be the job for the night. And then the next morning, he would fix the speakers and steal the beer.
That's a trade-off, I'd say. I'm getting paid, and these idiots who rode off, they leave me beer. All right.
Well, you figure it's the 70s, too, right? So people would just... Because you could bring your lounge chairs. People didn't want to sit in their cars. Some people would bring their lounge chairs, and there's an area where you could set up your lounge chairs.
Yeah.
So you just leave them there, and you have a cooler, and you don't want to call for DUI, so you just leave the beers there and call it a night.
I really like this concept.
We should all plan a trip to the drive-in. It would be worth a...
It's got to happen soon because it's almost over.
Yeah, it would be an experimental experimental experience. And actually going in the fall is actually a little better because the movie times start a little sooner because it gets a little darker. I think because daylight saving times, isn't it in October now? No, but it's the first week in November, right? It's actually the weekend.
It's right near Halloween.
Shower, right?
Yeah.
Shower.
Yeah. Remember when it used to be like late? It used to be around like Thanksgiving, didn't it? They moved it
I don't
around.
know. I just know it's like usually Halloween.
Because it used to
weekend.
be late November and it used to be in April. And they moved it to make it shorter, which is so stupid. I think Obama changed it.
I don't know. It's Halloween weekend. I know that because the bars have an extra hour and everyone was like, woo!
But they don't really.
Fall back. Spring ahead, fall back. Sorry, I lose an hour. Fall back.
Yeah, but in spring.
Spring ahead. Fall back. Yeah,
Fall back, but you don't really get to drink.
It just feels that way.
Well, but yeah, you actually still got to leave at 1 o'clock because I asked that once and they go because the day starts at a certain time on that certain day. The bar. This is a Massachusetts stupid law.
Oh, here you don't get the extra hour.
No.
So like in Tennessee,
Wait, we don't have an extra hour. Yes, we do. It's on the same time, honey.
no, because technically the time changes at 2 a.m.
Yes.
That might be your state.
So yes.
That allows
So
it.
at
It's just
2.
the
So at
state.
2 a. No, the state even because at 2 a.m. it turns to 1 a.m. So the bars are still open till 2 a.m.
But in Tennessee, bars would stay open till 3 a.m.
No, I understand that. So
The new time.
yeah, so bars would still be. So Massachusetts doesn't allow you to drink even though you gain that extra hour in that day. Your liquor license are per how many hours in the day, not what time it gets done with.
Tennessee, it's
So
I don't think I ever lasted. I was just happy with the idea
Yeah.
that might be the case. Thanks for ruining my
so
delusion.
someone
Arty.
so someone told me that I go technically it's 1 o'clock at 2 o'clock, and they're like yes, but your liquor license holds to how many hours per day you could sell the alcohol rather than what time
Right.
the alcohol license expires.
To the end, I never made it to the end, Arty, but I was always delusional in thinking that was the case, and was
You know, if you really want to just drink all night, just go to Las Vegas or Memphis. There's no last call in Memphis. You could.
would get an extra hour.
Oh.
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 'Cause at 2
She
a.m.
thinks she got an extra hour. She really doesn't remember though.
I never actually did. I always thought I was going to, but I never really made it to the end because I was usually
No.
too hammered and I left
In
already.
my 20s, I would make it to the end.
I usually left and I was somewhere else.
Yeah.
I was still going, just not there.
Can we talk about how that thing in California is called a glory hole?
I don't even know what the hell that thing was.
How? So there's a reservoir, that man-made reservoir in California that has this giant. I guess it's like a toilet. You know when a toilet overflows, like it goes to the top, it
Where
starts
does that hole
draining.
go? I didn't hear where
So it
that
gets
went.
just drains out. So it's on the mountain. So it's so that the reservoir doesn't overflow. In over the dam, it goes into the hole like a toilet.
Okay.
So if you open up your toilet, there's a hole at the top.
yes.
That if the water level goes above that hole, it goes into that hole and goes into the drain. So that's why your toilet will continuously run and not overflow into your bathroom floor, if it's like a leaky on the valve. So there's essentially a glory hole in your toilet. So this reservoir just had a giant version of this thing, and I don't know why the state of California called it a glory hole. But
Did it really, or was he just saying that?
no, because remember he pulled it up on Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah, it's bad naming, I guess, for a fucking.
Have you actually seen, like, obviously in movies and we've heard about them, but have you actually physically? I've never actually physically seen a glory hole in
I
a
have.
stall.
I actually showed. When me and Eric went on a little road trip a couple weeks ago. We stopped at a truck stop, which is known for their glory holes, and I wanted to show them, and they repaired the glory hole. So when I was a young lad, me, Joey, and Joey went on a road trip to Florida, and we stopped at this truck stop in Virginia.
Yeah.
And it was a rundown truck stop, but we had to go. We grabbed some food and water, and fucking had to take a piss, and there was glory holes in there. So, I don't know who works the glory hole. I know if you go in New
Who
Hampshire,
works the glory
so
hole? Like I said,
so
like it's a brand.
if you go to Leather and Lace in Seabrook, New Hampshire,
Ooh, Leather and
it's a porn store / head shop / peep show booths in the back. And when you go into the back room with a peep show, you know the peep shows are the videos you watch, and they close the door behind you and stuff, and you put $10 in the machine, you can watch like unlimited porn, and
Oh yeah.
they have those peep shows have glory holes in them. And every once in a while, a New Hampshire cop comes in there and makes sure there's no gay activity going on.
I will say the porn technology has gotten very. I remember being in Amazing not that long ago, and there was like this pounder. It was like this giant, looks like a giant dildo, and,
Yes.
and on the box it's talking about RPMs.
Here's
Like-
the thing: who's still jerking off in porn theaters these days?
I'm talking about Amazing. Just
Yeah.
the technology that's advanced.
Why? What's wrong with her?
in this time?
She's got like a huge knot on her leg.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
Is it a cyst?
Bleeding.
Oh, she's got a cyst.
oh,
She gotta go to the vet.
she got a scab or something.
It's a cyst, probably. Cyst erupted.
Oh God, yeah, I see it.
She's
You sure it wasn't a tick that maybe fell off
I
and
see
just
it.
bit her?
Maybe.
Could have been it.
It's a blister or a
Because when
cyst.
she had
Biting it.
she had a tick on her the other day, or a month ago. When I pulled it off, it was bleeding like that. I would get just get a paper towel that's wet and just wipe off the wound.
I'll have to do it when she's a little calmer.
But little Nola on a venture again.
Could be a cyst too.
Could be a cyst. Could be a glory hole. Would you ever use a glory hole?
No.
You know. What if you knew for sure there was a girl on the other side?
No, because what would stop me is, okay, if we're talking like this has been legalized and maybe that's been sanitized and everything.
Yeah,
maybe
say there's no way you're gonna get in trouble by the law,
well then still maybe no because
and you guaranteed there was gonna be a chick on the other side.
well no that's all great. But I don't know how many dicks have been. I don't want my dick rubbing up against where other dicks were.
Well, say it was a glory hole that was quite girthy, like it was like a good 3-inch wide diameter.
But how many dicks have been in that glory?
Yeah, but
hole?
you're not touching the. Oh, are you talking about the mouth of the girl, or are you talking about like the rim that the hole of the wall it's going through?
Well, now you made me think about something else here, buddy. Now I'm thinking about like the
I'm saying
girl
that-
on the other end, and I'm thinking about like what.
I'm not concerned about the hole. I mean, I think there's enough that you can go right in the middle. You're not going to touch.
But I'm still going to be thinking about, oh my God, if my dick touches around this circumference of circle, how many dicks have touched
Bring
that?
your own alcohol swabs, like the headphones.
I would have to. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Clean it out real quick.
If I had swabs, sure.
Yeah. I don't know if I could get off not knowing who's on the other side.
That would worry me. That's the other thing.
I would have too much.
But you said in my scenario, you guaranteed there was a female. See, that's the thing.
Yes, but then you don't know if it's like
Like they put a little switcheroo.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, if you close your eyes, could you tell the difference between a guy's mouth and a woman's mouth?
I don't know because I've never had a guy's mouth.
Exactly. I don't know either. So I don't know if I could figure that out.
Oh man, imagine if it was a guy's mouth and you were completely it completely got.
It was
you
the
going.
best ever.
What would you do? Oh, I don't.
God.
Oh man,
At
that would
that-
be like a brain explosion.
That would be
Right.
very. That would be a time in your life where you have to sit there and you have to think to yourself,
Contemplate what's the next step?
where am I and how did I get here? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like, every day of the week it's fine, but you really get to self-indulge in your own self,
Yeah.
So we found out that Tim Track is having a baby boy.
Oh,
He's due about 3 weeks before I am.
look at that.
And I already told they're going to be best friends. So it's going to be cool. And I'm just looking over your left-hand shoulder. It looks like someone splooged on the wall.
Oh my God, it does.
What is
What the
that?
Is that?
There
You're
is
right, dude. I'm not even being dramatic. Yeah,
there looks
right
like there
there
is a load on. Do you see what I'm seeing?
I can't see.
Oh,
You gotta
I think I know what it's from. I can debunk this. You
Okay.
have the cans up against there with the glue.
Oh, I think it's the glue.
Oh.
Oh, you could be right.
Dude,
It
you
is
scared the
glue.
fuck out of
So
me.
from the angle we're sitting at, with the way the light's hitting it, yes. I mean, I guess it was the glue. Yes, they're right.
Oh
we did have
man.
we did have the can wall there. The can wall, which was there temporarily, until it collapsed on Adam one day during a show.
Yes, I could have died. We shouldn't have now down there.
Tons of
Dude, that was
cans.
scary.
Just,
Oh my God.
you can't really see it on the video though.
No,
It's
you're
not
not going
picking
to see
it
it
up.
at
So,
all. But
yeah,
it
that's
does look like splooge
borderline disturbing.
right there. My
All
God.
right, so that's our hour.
Went it on splooge.
The Packy, we got a couple new writers for the Packy,
I heard you. Yeah, you texted me that
Yeah.
earlier. That's awesome.
so we're gonna keep that going. That guy Glover still every day he's on that thing.
yeah.
So I guess
I throw a video.
I see your videos,
need to
yeah.
I have a few videos I need to throw up there.
Videos
actually
are up
tomorrow.
there. I get
try
it.
to post on Thursdays.
I'm all
now.
backed up. I need to get some of these
I was
episodes up
Mondays,
there.
now I'm Thursdays. And
Yeah,
alternate. Try to figure it out.
on the Whirlwind Potato.
Yes, the whirlwind
I
potato.
did. There is a statistics to say that Mondays and Thursdays are pretty popular days in the afternoon to post your video. Did you see other? I don't know. I've read one or two blogs that kind of. We post the Wicked Explorers on
You?
Monday and Thursdays at 4, and
It-
then the POVs on Wednesday at 4.
See, here's the thing. We'll talk off air. It depends on what
The content.
your niche is, yeah, and the type
Okay.
of content you're doing. It's not the same
Yep.
everywhere. We'll talk off air.
Yeah, I get it.
I have some stuff. I was reading some stuff the other day that kind of caught my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world of YouTube is very disturbing. We have no idea how and what takes it to make it work.
I kind of get it a little bit, but
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't know.
It's very interesting. So we have obviously the Whirlwind Potato.
Yes.
Check that out on YouTube every week. There's a new video or so, right? Every week,
Movies
yeah.
and we're talking
Yeah.
movies and reviews and all that stuff.
There's reviews, and you also check out the Wicked Explorers. We have a new episode twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays at 4:00 they premiere, and then check out the Wicked Explorers POV in drone videos. We had some nice ones on there. That's when
Go back to Mondays. I don't know if I was Mondays.
Yeah.
And then I noticed you moved to Mondays because I saw your feed coming up right when I posted mine.
Yeah, so we're Mondays and Thursdays at 4 o'clock for the Wicked Explorers, and Wednesdays at 4 o'clock for the POVs.
And I'm like, I'm gonna try Thursdays.
Yes.
And then I moved to Thursdays. I might go back to Mondays. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out.
But yes, I just need to get enough so we can get monetized, so we can you know what I mean.
The thing is, minutes are more important than any kind of subscription.
Is that all? Is this about the minutes?
Minutes all about the minutes.
Yeah.
It's all about.
Let's get to the minutes.
Minutes are important.
The POV videos and the drone videos, I get min to watch on it because the videos are usually about 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it's usually just drones flying around in different cities, which is kind of cool. People like that kind of stuff. You know,
They do. We'll talk.
My Dead Mall stuff was killing. I lost. So
you capitalized on it because there are other things that are called Dead Mall. So you were smart because you put Dead Mall, so people think it might be something, and then
and it's actually when it pops up in these search results, Dead Mall is one of the things that pops up for those videos.
Yeah,
because I get 3 malls that I done on there. I actually lost some mall footage on my phone because I updated my phone and I backed it up and it crashed while I backed up and I lost everything on my phone.
Well, for you, we'll talk off air.
Yes, we'll talk about this.
We'll talk off air.
All right, we'll see you guys next week, next Monday. We good for next Monday? I think.
Next Monday.
We should be good for next Monday. See you guys next Monday. Have a good one. Bye.